so like lacking self-awareness. Like, you give such a lackluster performance and then you think you can make threats to people because you gave a lackluster performance? Pause. You don't have the right to tell me what I should like.
I ain't gonna leave him out. You know, I'm just real like this, you know, because, you know, be throwing rocks and hiding their hand, right? They be throwing rocks and hiding their hand. And I don't like them kind of individuals.
Jay Prince is still holding a grudge, and this time he might have tried to take it to the streets. So check this out. Mase and Camron clowned Jay Prince and Shakur Stevenson last year on their podcast, and folks thought the beef died down.
Message for Cam and Mase. Y'all been going back and forth a lot over the last week. They ain't got my respect. There you go.
Jay said he'd bet on every Shakur fight and take all bets, acting like some kind of boxing don. Cam and Mase weren't having it. They roasted him hard, calling him out for playing hood politics when he should be playing bingo at his age.
Send to do nothing for us. We don't pay to handle our problems. You gotta put in your own work. You failed. You failed.
Jay Prince stayed quiet at first, but now, out of nowhere, drama just popped back off, and it got real. Camron pulled up to a private event in Atlanta as a guest commentator for a hip-hop versus boxing showcase, but according to insiders, he never even made it to the mic. Word is, some dudes ran up on Cam backstage. They weren't part of the event. And now people are saying they were sent on behalf of Jay Prince. Whatever was said behind the scenes, it was serious.
You be me up, right? Flow. Like, we understand that they flow. We don't capitalize off their flawness though, because we'll capitalize off real. We ain't gonna capitalize off no being flawed, weak as hell. We understand what a weak as hell. Then he a street, call himself a street. He could be a street, but he's still weak as hell. We don't capitalize and try to glorify this shit. Nah, we gonna sit and have conversations about as strong as us. We don't have conversations about as weak as hell.
Cam left the building just minutes later, and here's where it gets spicy. Just a few days before that, Jay Prince Jr. had just fired shots online at Cam and Mase for disrespecting his pops. So now the streets are talking. Was that Junior's crew that pressed Cam? And this ain't just about Jay. Shakur Stevenson jumped in too. He dissed Cam and Mase, saying Mase had a washed-up career and even threatened to knock Cam out if it ever got physical. For real! He said it straight up. The disrespect is wild. Now let's rewind to how this all started. Back in July 2024, Mase and Cam went viral after coming for Shakur. Shakur had just defended his WBC lightweight title against Artem Harutyunyan in Newark. But the fight? Flat, slow, no real action. The crowd even booed, calling it boring. But Cam and Mase took it way further. They straight up mocked him, posting a video of themselves fake sleeping while watching the match.
Shakur here, another body shot, good combination from Steven.
Artunian is still strong. But you either got to create your offense off your jab, Tess.
All in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. And still, WBC lightweight champion of the world, Shakur Stevenson.
Total disrespect. Then they jumped on the mic during their podcast and said Shakur just needs to face it. He ain't got the juice to be a headliner.
So when you get in the ring, you're not entertaining. We don't want to keep hearing about the sweet science. We're looking for entertainment. We're paying bucks for entertainment. And you're not entertaining. But listen, if the fight was smoking, nobody had to walk out. You should not be the main event fighting like the undercard. Your fight was like the undercard. All the smoke was before you. So they need to rearrange how you're going. You're like a headliner that really need to be the opening.
So now, with that shady Atlanta incident and new threats flying around, folks are asking, is Jay Prince trying to settle this off camera? Is Shakur really about that fight life outside the ring? This ain't just sports talk anymore. It's turning into something way more personal and way more dangerous.
Boring. You boring. Everybody's seen it. We ain't the only ones who seen it. You're boring. I thought I was rather polite about it. I thought it was cool. Teofimo, you seen the fight? He said, hell no, why the I watched that? It went 12, right? Yeah, I knew it went 12. Tim Bradley, he's announcing the fight. He says, I got my coffee ready. Round 3, he's like, about time to start drinking the coffee before I fall asleep. He ain't say to fall asleep.
Cam didn't hold back. He said the fight was so dry, folks were literally walking out to grab coffee just to stay awake. That's how boring he thought Shakur Stevenson was in the ring. But Shakur, oh, he came back swinging hard. First, he reposted a podcast clip of Mase saying he doesn't even want to see Shakur fight again. Then he clapped back in the caption, same way I felt about his rap career.
You gonna take all his fades and take all his shots and you handle everything out the ring? All right. So then we talking to you then, all right? We starting with you. Since you the big homie, we starting with you. That's how it goes around here. I want to just start off by saying you are so lacking self-awareness. Like when you give such a lackluster performance and then you think you can make threats to people because you gave a lackluster performance, pause. You don't have the right to tell me what I should like or to tell Cam what he should like. That's not your place. Like, art is subjective, right? So if art is subjective and I don't like something, you can't really get mad at us because we don't like something. And I'm gonna tell you another thing. When you're dealing with older people, they're the last to know that things have changed. We not your little like the way you talk it, I don't get what you mean. We're not your little it's like for real. All that big homie stuff, that's for little have big homies. We're not little. So we don't even respect big homies. I know Killer doesn't. And for me, I never respected in the streets. That's why I always got the problems I got. Tell me, Mase, chill. No, chill for what? Who is this? That's how I feel listening to this, man. Like, I want to respect you, but I can't. And I'm going to tell you why. Because if I got a little, like the dudes that raised me, if I was out of pocket, they would tell me I'm out of pocket. They wouldn't let me put them on a crash out mission. They would say, yo, Mase, listen. Mm-hmm. Around here, we don't send to do nothing for us. We don't pay to handle our problems. Mm-hmm. You got to put in your own work around here, Lord, man. That's what you were supposed to tell them. You can't go out here and talk crazy and then send me on a mission. Mm-hmm. Nah, this is where the game got messed up when young started sending old out. And just because this little ignorant got a few dollars, he make all of you that's supposed to be real run after his mission. This is a problem, Jay Prince. And I'm going to tell you like this. If you're 60 years old and you're trying to be a street, you failed. You failed. I'm telling you this. And I stand, my name is Mase. I stand by this message.
Dude more famous for podcasting than that failed career pack. The GOAT, who the F is Mase and Camron? But Shakur wasn't done throwing shade. He took it personal and brought up Mase's past, mocking him for leaving Diddy's Bad Boy Records to become an ordained pastor. Shakur called him a fake pastor and even made jokes about Mase surviving Diddy.
Mase said it exactly like, you 60, you 60. What are you talking about? What are you, bro? I lost mad respect for you because I used to have mad respect for you. When you had Shakur with you, when you line Young Boy NBA up, why the f you got Shakur with you? And this is why he acting like that. This is exactly why he acting like that. Talking about you got Young Boy NBA umbrellas and his keys to his car. Young Boy NBA told y'all this is what he said. This is not 1982, bro. You cannot sit here and tell get the strap and then be quiet. Nobody know that part because I just be going viral. You bugging, James, you bugging, man. And I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't know what bet you talking about, all that other slang then. Bet it, whatever bet you talking about, bet it. I don't know what's bet it.
He wanted everyone to know he wasn't scared of any of them. Then came the warning shot. Shakur told Mase and Cam straight up, "Watch how y'all talk on that podcast. I ain't ducking no smoke. Lil Omi ready to go to war with all these soft dudes." And when people tried to say Cam and Mase were just giving opinions, Shakur got even more heated. He fired back saying the real problem is they never even boxed.
Still, any message for Cam and Mase? Y'all been going back and forth a lot over the last week. They ain't got my respect.
You know what irks me? When a dude talk boxing but never gloved up. This fat mother effer Mase and big teething Camron need to shut the F up. They never stepped in a ring. He even said they need to either glove up or shut up, like he was ready to throw hands for real. And just when folks thought that was wild enough, Terrence Crawford jumped in and gave Shakur his stamp of approval. He tagged him and wrote, "F him, lil bro. Let him know how you feel. They letting you know how they feel."
Did you hear what Mase said though?
Who?
Mase.
Mase, what'd he say?
Mase, he had this to say. He said, "I don't want to see Shakur fight. I'm gonna be honest, no disrespect to Newark, but I don't want to see Shakur fight nobody." For him,
Like I said with the other people, like I can't really take some of these guys too serious because it's like they make a living off of trolling people. Like trolling is what they do on a regular basis. So even before when I kind of reacted to them, I don't feel the same way now. Now it's like, okay, I understand the business aspect of it.
Now Cam wasn't gonna let all that slide. He stood up for Mase and fired right back at Shakur over that failed career comment. Cam posted a message on IG saying, "Failed rap career? Hey, Shakur, 3 months after you were born, Murda dropped his first album and sold 5 million.
Shakur Stevenson fight?
I didn't.
Holy shit.
Nope.
Holy shit.
Good?
He's good. He's on another level right now, man. He's on another level. I mean, he is so smooth. And his movement, his ability to punches were coming at him and he just lets them get right there.
Oh yeah,
just right to there. They touch him and then bam, fires back. His accuracy, his technique, his efficiency.
Yeah, I gotta watch it.
Beautiful. We were watching it in between shows when I was in Colorado this weekend doing comedy, and we were watching in between shows, and I was like, God damn, he's good. He's so smooth. He's so efficient and technical. Like everything was on point.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it for sure.
It was awesome.
Dude, what do you think?
They're fire. And it was just the smoothness. And a lot of people were saying it's like Floyd Mayweather-esque. And you could say that. You could say that. It was so, but it was, it's Stevenson-esque. It's just Stevenson coming into his prime and letting everybody know because it's such a high-profile venue. I mean, he's at the MGM and he's fighting on ESPN.
Went quadruple platinum before social media. That's facts. Then Cam and Mase dropped another hit on Shakur. This time, a video clip of fans literally leaving Shakur's fight early. The caption read, "Lil Hometown Love Number. Newark, that is. Harlem would never."
And I don't think we need to explain that. I don't like explaining myself. Whatever. It is what it is.
Only Eddie Hearn. This is the most traction got. But emotional.
Yeah.
We pay-per-view. Secondly, real quick before
that might be a great idea.
No, it's a fantastic
Not just
idea.
promote it. We should be sitting there commentating when he fights.
Yes. Now they're gonna be mad at that. But we can promote it. We can be a promoter.
Yeah.
Listen, you never got this much traction. We could, that series, I know it's gonna be like, oh, think about it. You in Billboard, you ever been in Billboard? You in Billboard. You on TMZ.
You made it.
You made it. You made it. You made it. You're welcome.
You made it.
You never been on TMZ outside of boxing. You never been in this is Billboard. We Billboard. We brought you along. We should I know you're gonna be like, oh, troll. Nah, I'm serious.
And just when it looked like it couldn't get messier, Jay Prince entered the chat. Jay Prince wasn't gonna let Mase and Cam trash Shakur without stepping in. As soon as they called Shakur's title defense a snooze fest, Jay jumped on IG with smoke in his chest. He warned everybody. He's not just Shakur's manager, he handles all business outside the ring too. Jay wrote, "Numbers don't lie. Haters do. Let them keep saying he's boring and nobody wants to watch him. Sorry to tell you, it's just a select few of you haters. He's got the #1 ESPN fight ratings this year and top 3 since 2022. If anyone wants to take that hate out the ring, I'll fade all his shots and take all bets." Translation, if you got a problem with Shakur, you got a problem with him. But Cam and Mase weren't scared of none of that. Just a week later, they came right back at him. Mase laughed at the whole situation, saying Jay Prince is nearly 60 and still acting like he's running some street corner. And Cam, he made it clear. He lost respect for Prince way before this Shakur drama ever started. Meanwhile, Shakur wouldn't stop either. He kept dissing them on social media, calling them old and washed up. Then when he hit the Breakfast Club, Shakur said he don't even take Cam and Mase seriously, claiming they just trolls making a living off clowning people. That's when things really split the fan base. On one side, you got people riding for Jay Prince, saying he's the one who built Shakur's rise from the ground up. They're praising his business mind and saying he's been loyal since day one. Even Joe Rogan co-signed Shakur, saying if anybody deserves to be the next Floyd Mayweather, it's him. But the other side, they're not buying it. A lot of fans think Jay Prince is too controlling, bringing shady street vibes into what should be a clean boxing career. Some folks are straight up saying Jay's influence might ruin Shakur in the long run. And when it comes to Mase and Cam, that crowd split too. Some say they're just bitter old heads throwing shots to stay relevant. One Reddit user wrote, "Being grown means realizing Cam and Mase criticizing Shakur is the purest form of hater energy. They pushing 50 and just as cringe as Jay Prince. But hold up, it ain't all hate. A whole wave of fans are saluting Cam and Mase for standing on business and not bowing down to Prince. One fan said, Jay Prince is a dangerous man, but I respect Cam and Mase for not folding. And someone else chimed in, I'm from the H, and I've always hated how dudes act like Jay's the boogeyman. I'm loving this. Real talk? No matter which side you're on, you know the people gon' tune in. Because like it or not, Cam and Mase stay hilarious, raw, and unfiltered, and that alone keeps them in the spotlight. So if you're feeling this breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe, and drop a comment. Let us know where you stand in this wild beef. And as always, we'll catch you on the next one. Pamba Puge.